Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Tell It Like It Is show with Leon David. Now, there's this man named Kevin Samuel. I'm just not finding out about him. Um, he's a YouTuber, and women call in his show. Women call in his show to talk about their relationships. They have a lot of questions for him about relationships. A lot of times they be asking questions like, "How can I get a high value man?" or "How can I get a high value black man?" And he's very honest when he talks to them. Um, but this particular person, she want to know how can she get a man that is worth 6 figures. So she want a man that's like making bank. Like he got to be making like 6 figures, or I'm not messing with him. So she's asking him like, how can I get that kind of man? So that's her question, and let's see what his answer is. Let's get into the video.
I honestly want a six-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Well, a lot of people been saying that he's mean and he talked down to people, but he's not talking down to anyone, and he's not mean. He's very calm and polite. He's trying to be respectful, and he don't seem like he's a some kind of bully. He's just being honest with her. But let's keep going and see what else did he have to say.
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so?
Go ahead.
Um, my from my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one of you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
did you I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average. So
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your
I'm
stuff.
giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Okay, so he was trying to say it in a nice way that you call yourself average. You call yourself a 5 and a 6 for makeup. So that's average. So you should look for someone who is average like you. And he's not a mean person. I mean, it's not like he called her ugly or said that, hey, you ugly, look for somebody else who's ugly. No, he's just honest. He's just saying that look for someone else who's like you. You know, when you tell the truth, sometimes it sound mean, and even when it don't sound mean, people take it as you're being mean. But you know, sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and go, is this person telling me the truth about myself? You know, that's hard to do for most people. So he's not a mean person or a bad person. He's just telling her, like, look, you call yourself average, you're an average person. Go find someone who's average like you. Um, not that not that she can't get someone who's above average. You see that sometimes too, like somebody who's average, but they got somebody who's like a 9 or a 10 or something like that, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I think that he just saying if you're average, it's way more easier to find another average person. I think he's just saying, look for someone who is average because you consider yourself average. Let's get back to the video, see what else happens.
I'm taking it in, but
okay, but you're not accepting the fact that average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
And you see, I don't like her rude behavior, how she's on the phone, she's acting like she's on the phone, trying to annoy him, like she don't want to listen to him. But you calling his show for advice, and now he's giving it to you. So you can't get that mad and offended if he's just telling you the truth. I don't like that because it's like you calling his show and now you're just being kind of rude and disrespectful by, not paying attention to what he's saying, trying to act like you're on the phone. But I know she's doing that because she feel bad, but still, like, you're an adult. I mean, he's just telling you the truth. I mean, you're a baby mama. You wasn't married when you had kids by this dude. You're older and you want a high value man. It's like, it's a lot. Not that she, like I said, not that she can't get one. It's just that it's way more difficult for her to get one because of those reasons.
sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in
Well, then
control.
you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids and you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 foot, 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I'm looking at you, if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same. I'm just.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I gotta agree with him on that one. You do not look the same when you take off the weave and makeup, okay? Because if you did, you wouldn't be putting that stuff on. I mean, there's nothing wrong wearing black women wearing weave and makeup, but when it gets to the point to where you want to believe that that's just the way you were born and that's just the way you look, that's kind of crazy. Like, you know that's not your natural hair, you know that's makeup, so you shouldn't be going around trying to act like that. Oh, this is just how I look. We know that's not your natural hair. You don't have to try to fool us. But I mean, if you're wearing it because you just want to look nice, that's fine. But don't be delusional and say that, oh, I look the same when I take this weave off and all this makeup off. No, you don't. You look different. Not like you put a little bit on or whatever. You put a lot on.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same, because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So, what is your advice for women that?
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you, and I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. I'm tired of y'all doing this shit.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like that, he just got fed up because it probably happens to him a lot where a woman would call his show and then ask him a question and he's being very polite and nice, and then they turn around and say, well, you're mean because I didn't like what you said. Like, mean? I'm not being mean. Like, I'm just you asked me the question, so I'm just answering that, And they're like, well, you know what? I don't care if it's the truth. You're just being mean. I don't care how nice you sound or how nice you are. You're just being mean. So him cussing her out, I don't think that he should have cussed her out, but he probably deals with that all the time. So he probably just got fed up and just like, you know what? Get out of my face. Get off my phone. You called me. I've been really nice to you. So just go. Just go. And I don't see a problem with what he did, really. I mean, he wasn't mean. People keep saying that he's mean. He's not. He didn't yell at her. He didn't cuss her out for no reason. He didn't start catching an attitude until she started to be kind of, rude, looking at her phone and stuff like that, being kind of disrespectful, like she's not paying attention and stuff like that. Honestly, but I understand she didn't want to hear the fact that, oh, you're just an average person, so you should look for other average people. She didn't want to hear that, so I can understand how she feels. But, you know, at the same time, you did call this man show, so give him the respect, you know. So let me know how you feel about the video in the comment section down below. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so you can see a new video whenever I post. Until then, later.